What's going on, everybody? This is BoxingWave, and listen, I'm gonna do a quick video on Mike Tyson against Roy Jones. All right, I did speak on this a little bit on the live commentary I did Saturday night with all the fights, and I brought up the fight. So if you guys didn't listen, just wanted to give you my views. Look, if the older guys want to get it on, and I see Evander Holyfield out there, he's in tremendous shape. I figured that Mike Tyson and Holyfield was gonna have their third fight. Okay, so I in the very beginning I thought this was all for that, because I saw Tyson training and looking crazy in the gym, hitting the mitts and everything. And then I see Evander Holyfield in the gym too, and I was like, okay, these guys are they're in incredible shape. Then I heard things like Shannon Briggs is going to be taking a fight, and then Roy Jones and Tyson agreed to fight each other. Now look, my whole key thing, and these are my two top favorite fighters of all time, Tyson being my number one, Roy Jones being my number two. My only concern is their health and their safety. I know that sounds corny. I know, these are very competitive guys, and I get it. But I care about their safety. I hope that they're wearing headgear in a fight. I was recently just watching Chavez Sr. in a fight the other day on DAZN, and he's wearing headgear. And I think they should wear headgear. I don't think it's gonna kill them to wear it. Now these are really competitive guys with egos. I can't see them doing that. Recently Roy Jones has made some comments which showed a little fear in the upcoming fight. He didn't sound very confident in this fight, having this fight with Mike Tyson, and they actually delayed it, I believe maybe twice now already. But anyway, I would like them to wear headgear, and listen, I know it's an exhibition, but I don't believe that these guys are gonna go in there and just have a little fun and toy around. Especially Mike Tyson, he's a little too animalistic to toy around. All right, especially against another all-time great boxer. Years ago, this fight would have been cool, even when it happened at that point, especially Tyson, he was way past it. I know Tyson hasn't fought in 15 years. I know Roy has still kind of fought recently, even though it's not any real good, fighters. The last good fighter he fought was Enzo I can never say this guy's name. I'm not going to try to say it. Macarinelli. When I say it slow, I can say it. He got knocked out by him. And Enzo was a pretty solid cruiserweight. And every time Roy gets knocked out, it's always in dramatic fashion. He doesn't get back up. He's out for the count. And I know he's been fighting recently, but these are two of the most athletic fighters we've ever seen, ever, in the sport. But one seems to still be very athletic for his age, which is Mike Tyson. The other doesn't look quite the same. He still got it. He can still fight. He can still beat most people up, Roy Jones. He's still quick. But there's a noticeable difference, and there's been a noticeable difference in years now, He's far, far past it, and I don't see any signs of the old Roy still being there. And then I hope, anyone that's watching this, as far as Roy Jones fans, or even if Roy Jones were to watch it, because these boxers do watch these videos, I've learned that. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm just more concerned about him and his health. I just don't think it's a smart idea to fight Mike Tyson and fight Mike at the way that he looks. Especially if Mike happens to just be on anything, okay? Allegedly, if he's on anything, he looks in great shape, and I'm sure he's working hard to look that way. But he looks in amazing, amazing shape. Like, he looks incredible. Okay? just like Shannon Briggs have looked over the years, and he popped on something. So listen, man, if they are gonna fight, and it is gonna be a serious fight, just like I said in the live commentary that I did, everybody's gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune in. I'll probably not. I won't be doing live commentary. That's gonna be one of those things where, might invite a few people over, have some drinks, have some good food, and just have a good time. That's not gonna be something that I'm gonna. If I pay for it, it's not going to be something I'm paying to do commentary. I'm kind of just want to enjoy myself and watch two legends fight and get it on and laugh, and hopefully no one gets hurt out of it. But I think Mike Tyson is going to win. I can see Roy Jones doing something in there if he is the last. All right. I know Mike Tyson hasn't been active, and I know he's lost to guys like Kevin McBride and Danny Williams last. But those were two really big heavyweights, okay? Guys that held them down for the opening rounds and then, beat Tyson up after he was already tired and worn out, all right? And this was 15 years ago. And no matter what shape he's in right now, he's not better than what he was 15 years ago. It doesn't matter what he looks like hitting the mitts in the gym. Yes, he could look incredible while doing that. But how many rounds can he go? He doesn't have the defense that he had before. He doesn't have the reflexes he had. That's how good he is. I mean, for him to look like that in his 50s, it's incredible. But that just goes to show how good he was in his prime, because in his prime, he was 10 times that. And Roy Jones, he was 20 times what he is right now, So it should be a good time, if these guys want to do it and they're going to make their money, they're definitely going to make their money. Just be safe about it, I was watching the Brandon Figueroa fight the other day, and if you've been watching my live commentaries and recent fights, over the past year, especially the year that we lost a lot of people. I've been extremely, really, really focused on fighters and stopping fights and, not letting them continue if someone's getting dominated and taking too many punches. If you watch my commentary in certain undercard fights where I think fights should be stopped and the referees taking their sweet time and stopping fights, or the corners taking their sweet time and throwing in the towel, I just don't want to see anybody get hurt in there, especially these two, two of the all-time greats. I mean, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but these are my two personal favorite fighters. And I don't want to see anyone get hurt, So, yeah, listen, that's my views. I don't really have a problem with it, and if, regardless, depending on the outcome of this fight, and if we see a Holyfield against Tyson, that's cool. I don't know how many rounds these guys are expecting to go. If the rounds are short, I think definitely Mike Tyson. But if they're doing 10, 12 rounds, which I don't think they should do, I believe that it shouldn't be more than, I think 8 is a strike. I think it should be 6, but I think 8, even 8 might be too much, But if it shouldn't be no more than 8, But if it's short, the shorter the rounds, I think Tyson has a better chance. Of Tyson, the longer the rounds go, I think Tyson can be worn out, and, maybe Roy can pick him apart a little bit in the later rounds. But still, I just don't know. Roy is not what he used to be too. And even if Tyson does get tired, Roy is not Kevin McBride when he fought Mike. I know he's not Danny Williams when he fought Mike. And Mike is not what he was 15 years ago. But I don't know about Roy winning this one. I don't see much of a shot of him winning this. I see Mike winning this all the way. I know a lot of you disagree. I've talked to people that think Roy got it. We'll see. I know he's been more active, but not really impressed with who he's been facing. All right. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you going to watch the fight? Would you pay for it? I want to know. Would you guys pay for it? I think I would pay for it just for the fun time. You know, there are fights that I don't support, like a Leo Santa Cruz and a Tank Davis. Like I don't support that pay per view. You know, I'm not really in support of some of the other ones that we may be getting. Pacquiao fight Mikey. I'm not in support of that. You know, I wasn't even in support of Errol fighting Mikey. I was in support of Errol fighting Sean Porter, but you know, there's fights that I just like, nah, I don't really support these fights, you know. But this fight for the legends and just the fact that they are who they are, I'm gonna support it just to have a good time and because of who they are. But I also hope that they are safe. You know, that's what I care most about. All right. So that's my views on that fight. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.